Hello and welcome to episode 87 of 15K Plus Random Movie Reviews, the podcast where we take a random movie from Metacritic's all-time movie list. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
And this is random movie 12,740. It's 2001's Along Came a Spider. Runs for 1 hour and 44 minutes. Got a Metascore of 42 and a user score of 6.7. Has a budget of 28 million and brought in a bit of profit at 105.2 mil. Directed by Lee Tamahori, who not the most prolific of directors looking at his back catalogue.
But he directed one of my, well, I wouldn't say one of my favorite, we're definitely up the list. It's We Once Were Warriors, an amazing movie about Maoris. I don't know if you've seen it, but it is a fantastic show.
I did click on it.
I would urge everybody to watch it. It's a supremely hard watch. It's rough. It's kind of depressing, but really good.
Is it about colonialization?
Yeah, well, it's about colonialization, but not so much that. It's about the modern days effects of that and how the Maoris were living in Auckland at the time. Kind of depressing, I believe. Hopefully that's no longer true for most Maoris in Auckland, but who knows? I don't live there.
You never know. I remember, I think I probably just got it on VHS when it came out, Mulholland Falls with Nick Nolte. I remember watching that specifically.
That's
don't
not
know
bad.
why. Yeah, I think it was a generic sort of crime caper.
He seems to have done a few of those generics, including this movie.
Yeah, this is quite generic. It's so when I first drew this movie name out, I actually got it mixed up. I thought it was Kiss the Girls.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Ashley Judd.
Yeah, which is a better movie.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah,
not that that's much better, but it was a bit more. I don't know. The character of Alex Cross is better developed in that one. I think it's assumed that we don't need a development in this movie. We're not going to bother with that. We'll spend 3 minutes doing that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was disappointed that it was Monica Potter, and I don't think Monica Potter has the chops to lead a leading role in this.
She was crap. I'm sorry.
She's a very pretty lady, but not.
Yeah, well, that's
about it.
That doesn't cut the mustard. When you want to act alongside someone like Morgan Freeman, you need to be able to act. Not that there was much acting done by Morgan Freeman. He was kind of delivering a bunch of cheesy lines, if you don't mind me saying.
Bland lines.
It was bland. Like there was one piece where it was just disappointing. Where I'm jumping right into the
doesn't
movie
matter.
Here,
Jump.
Where he's talking to Gary.
When he's talking.
And it's just, he's exposing, or Gary's exposing himself to him, saying, I want you in this case. I've kidnapped somebody. I want you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm listening to the conversation and I'm like, I don't care. It's supposed to be suspenseful. It's supposed to be psychological. He's supposed to try and, drag Alex into the crime and make him want to be part of the case.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't feel that. I feel boredom from Alex's expression.
Yeah, it doesn't really from the initial conversation where he sort of contacts her, and that's the one where that's what you're talking about, right?
It's because he calls up, plays the kid saying, "Oh, help me," blah 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 blah, and nothing in that conversation is memorable. That's supposed to be the one that drags you in there.
That's right. It's the foundation of the entire movie. It should be a cat and mouse sort of, why am I contacting you? Why are you talking to me? And Alex Cross needs to be getting to the bottom of it. And Gary Soneji, who is the antagonist in the plot line, should be 5 steps ahead of him. And it doesn't really feel like he's smart at all, really.
It doesn't. It never comes across that he's that smart.
No.
The only time that I thought he did something smart was when he got the diamonds. But then we find out that's not that. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, true. I was like, that's that whole... There's a couple of twists at the end. I saw kind of one.
I got the first twist. I got Mr. Divine and spoilers. It was so bloody obvious. Yeah. Actually, you know what really annoys me at the very start of this movie? Well, actually, a couple of things. The bit where his partner gets killed. That's awful.
It's very bad.
It's shocking special effects. It's no tension. There's no nothing. rubbish.
It's
Throw away
really
the first
bad.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's really bad
shocking.
special effects. So yeah, that's basically showing how Alex Cross's partner gets killed, and that's why he's a mopey wreck. But he isn't really a mopey wreck because he doesn't put enough acting nuance into
he's
it
phoning
for
this one in.
Morgan. Yeah, he kind of is. It's boring.
And then you know what follows on the next scene, basically, with the school and the teacher. And I'm 2 seconds in and I'm like, they're awful prosthetics on his face.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly what I put down.
So freaking obvious.
Yeah.
Like after that, sometimes you need the fourth wall not to be broken, but this has broken the fourth wall. I can't see past that he's an actor in really shit makeup.
Yeah, it was totally obvious. It was bad. And this was 2001. It wasn't like we were behind. We were in the dark ages of prosthetics on faces.
But all they had to do was just go a lot lighter on the prosthetics and make it, just make it slightly hard to make out his face. But they went heavy on it.
Why not just grow a beard? And he was there for 3 years. So why not grow a beard?
Plenty of time to do it. Just shave the beard, color his hair.
Yeah.
Boom. But no, it was rubber prosthetics. God damn it.
Yeah, it was very much like trying to be more clever than it actually was. It wasn't clever at all. Yeah, so at this point in the movie, like let's just sum it up. Cross is sort of chilling out after like losing his partner. Agent Jesse. Yeah, he's making boats. Agent Jesse is an FBI agent stationed at this school, protecting the kids. Yeah. And then Mr. Soneji, Gary Soneji, is a teacher who is in prosthetics, and you're going, all right, what's up here?
Yeah, hey, 2 seconds in. Okay, wrong. There's the guy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a... and then it's like, back in the day, I was a teacher, and it's like, you don't talk to a kid in a locked office. That's just not part of policy. You just don't do that. And it's like, oh, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, come to my office.
Yeah. One thing about him being a bloody teacher in a school filled with diplomats and the son of the Russian prime minister.
Yeah.
It never explains how he got that job without cross-checks flagging him as a lunatic.
Yeah, and you've got agents
that
around the corner.
That needs to be explained very well, and it doesn't bother at all.
No. He's surrounded by FBI agents every day of his life, and he still manages to get away with it.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
He takes Megan for granted in the granted. He takes Megan for he
takes her for granted into a PC box.
Yeah, it's a very clever card. Although he strangles a teacher as well in the meantime.
Yeah,
nosy lady. Yeah, so he opens up this card, and all these PCs are fake PCs, and she chucks in the kid, and away he walks out the front door. Now, where are you taking those PCs, mate?
I know, stop nicking the PCs. Yeah, fecker. Well, another thing about the next scene that comes up where the agents kick the door into the locked classroom that really annoyed me. It shouldn't annoy me. But the corpse on the ground blinks.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
It's not a full blink, but her eyelid starts quivering. And they don't bother reshooting it. F you effing effers.
I need to look at that again, because that usually really pisses me off when I see that happening.
It's just lazy. It's lazy production.
Yeah, big time. If they didn't catch that one. For sure.
The actress who was lying on the ground obviously got a shock when they kicked the door in. And they were like, oh, well, we've kicked the door in. It's broken now. We're not doing another take.
So this is Monica Potter playing Jessie, and I don't know. I just didn't like the way she kicked the door in. Like, she points the gun at the door handle and then kicks the door in. I thought she was going to shoot it for a second.
Yeah,
it's like, oh jeez, what's she going to shoot the lock for? Then she just kicks it in. That's a pretty sturdy door as well.
Yeah.
So the scene that we already said we were annoyed with is the next scene where Soneji calls Alex because he's got Megan in a boat somewhere.
All I could think of is the lads from Saturday Night Live and their "I'm on a boat, motherfucker" song. Not as funny as yeah. So this is the conversation where we should be enthralled and excited with this cat and mouse sort of. Well, you got to think back to Seven and Morgan Freeman and
Brad Pitt being challenged by Kevin
That's
Spacey.
dialogue. Edgy
Dialogue.
dialogue.
Yes. There
This
was nothing in this.
bland porridge misery. Cold porridge of dialogue. Morgan Freeman is a fantastic actor. When he gets dialogue delivered to him that's good, he can deliver it. There's nothing he can do here other than just get through it and get paid.
Yeah. The next bunch of scenes are interesting, and something annoys me here as well. Maybe it annoyed you too. So like, it's the whole, they go to the Megan's parents' house, and so this all sets up the dynamics of the relationships between Alex Cross, Agent MacArthur, who's the lead FBI agent.
He was right all along.
Yeah, and Agent Jesse. But my problem is that they're all sort of blah blah blah, and MacArthur's going, yo, this is what's happened, blah, 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 blah. I know what's going on. Then for the rest of the movie, he's subservient to Cross. He's like, nothing ever happens. They're not battling each other during the movie.
No, in an upcoming line, he says, I don't want to do any tribal wars here or something.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Yeah, okay.
Done. And every time Alex comes up with something, then he's like, oh yeah, cool, right, let's do that. There is no friction at all apart from that first. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's going to be the guy rubbing against him constantly.
He didn't want Jesse in the room with the parents. Maybe he was right here.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
True. Yeah. But like, he's like, FBI guy, listen, it's about money. And Alex Cross is going, no, it's more than that. Something's going on here.
Don't be such a dick, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of this scene lands, really.
No, the roses are flat. They don't really, like, the mother is like well up looking to Alex Cross for help. The dad doesn't say anything until the end of the movie, really.
Yeah, I don't get it. These aren't parents. They're not acting like parents. They're not properly devastated.
The mother is like, gives Agent MacArthur what for. She's like, he called Alex Cross. He obviously wants him to chase him or something. You're wrong. Mr. Cross is important. Because
the bad guy called him.
Yeah.
That's generally a bad thing, but none of this seems good. It's just bad dialogue, bad acting, bad.
Yeah. So they're sort of Alex and Jesse have a little scene here where we're supposed to sort of feel that relationship forming, and just doesn't really happen. Like, we get the sense that she was there for 3 years at the school, and you want to be my partner?
Well, if you don't want to be my partner, I'm going to follow you around. He's like, okay, fair enough. And it's just bad trope.
Which done quickly as well. It's not even like,
it's
like, if you look at Brad Pitt's relationship with Morgan Freeman in Seven, it's sort of,
it's nuanced, baby. It's got teeth to it. You can feel the friction between them, and it's not obvious direct friction. It's coming in at an angle, as the way people interact with people. This is not how humans talk to each other. God damn it. This movie.
Well, the next...
I'm being too critical.
The next chunk of the plot is also very annoying to me. So the next chunk of the plot is this sort of... There is hidden messages and gifts.
Oh, God. Yeah, I got this down in big text on my notes. None of this... listen, both of us are kind of IT nerds. Yeah. We know our way around computers for a long time. And I know what the technology was back then, and I know what technology is now.
Yeah.
And all of this is horseshit. All of it.
All of it. Not one thing makes sense.
Yeah.
But then she, like, the so-called computer expert in the classroom is going, I can't get through this. It's going to take me forever. They put password on it.
What are they paying the FBI for nowadays, huh?
No, exactly. These kids put a password on it. Oh, no, I know. Oh, and by the way, before you leave the classroom, Soneji had a keylogger. He knew everything that Megan was typing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That's the only
Which-
bit that's actually factual he can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else is horse
Keylogger.
poo.
Yeah, and also it sort of then alludes to why then Soneji's talking to Dimitri, Megan's classmate, later on. I guess.
There is a little nod to the first twist, or the first of three twists.
Yeah. Actually, and as well, Dimitri, who Megan was chatting with, played by Anton Yelchin. Didn't know that.
He's gone, buddy.
Horrible death. One of the most horrible in
Yeah,
Hollywood history.
He was Chekhov as well for a while.
He's Chekhov and Star Trek.
The new
movies,
ones, yeah. Yeah, that's depressing. He's so young in this too.
Yeah, very, for sure. Just a very quick mention that they were walking down the corridor and Agent Ben Devine pops his head out and goes, "Yeah, those motherfuckers, they should be fucking killed." Something along those lines. And you're going, man, why is he such a dick coming out of the classroom, coming out of his office?
Yeah. It's too obvious.
It's very obvious. You're an asshole.
Why are we developing this character now? Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, this guy has 3 lines. I wonder why.
Yeah. It feels a little bit too. And then when he shouts, "Well, I never talked to him." Oh, okay.
Well, fair enough,
3
mate.
years. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's too telegraphed.
Anyway, this sort of chunk, the next chunk is linked to the first chunk of IT bullshit, and the second chunk, we're supposed to be.
This is even worse, dude.
Yeah, let me get this out before you choke on your own rage here. This I just want to try and explain why they did it. Like, they go to his office, and Alex Cross, then you just see him looking around the room, and he's, we're supposed to go, this guy's clever. He's going to spot something. Oh, there's an empty picture frame over there.
I'll go over to another computer and click on things, and it will bring me to the internet.
This isn't a static image. This is a live thingy that you can scroll around. I love the way the production choice was to do an extreme close-up of him clicking a mouse a couple of times. I love that was part of the editing process. All right, everybody. Click. We've got a close-up of Morgan's face. We've got a close-up of the keyboard and screen.
I'm throwing a right click there. Right click there, Morgan. Right click.
There, go. Do it.
We need to earning the books.
Yeah, we need to know that work has been done on this mouse.
Oh my God.
I never fully got this whole bullshit. Like, oh, there's a missing picture, so then we zoom into Lindbergh, and then we get a live webcam of his house, and this live webcam can zoom into infinity.
In 2001.
In 2001, I said, no, don't do it. Please don't do it. Stay pixelated. No, zoomed in about 10 times, and then it comes clear. The fucking prescription on the bottle became clear as day.
Yeah, it's just daft.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, if you're gonna do this shit, please try and get details right. This feels, I don't know, it might work on people who don't know shit about computers and IT and shit like that, but this annoyed the living crap out of me. None of it made sense. None of it's possible back in the day.
Yeah. No, definitely not. That's just a trope that I hate being done in a movie.
Oh, but what I like more though is, was it FPI? I don't know, a show where 2 people are working on the same keyboard is my favorite ever. But that's worse than this.
They probably thought 2 people who can play on a musical keyboard, so maybe they can do it on a computer keyboard.
Yep.
Like chopsticks.
Anyway, that's a different complaint for a different time.
Yeah. Anyway, they find his house and they go to it, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's got a crime wall.
Yes, there's a wall of surveillance. Oh, okay. There's another trope for you.
Standard crime wall, please. Just stick it over there. Some photographs, some who is Pepe Silva stuff.
Yeah. They do say the line here. He's like a spider.
Well, you need to give a reason for the title of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the editing of the movie sort of in the first half kind of goes back and forth between the investigation and also Soneji and Megan on the boat. And there's a couple of, this is supposed to be a tense moment. The Coast Guard come. There's no tension building at all. The Coast Guard come. He turns on his lights and they head off. One of the
It's shocking bad.
one of the next scene where Megan nabs the battery out of the intercom and puts it under the cooker is like, how did she do that? Like, how did she? He was in the room and he just lets her go to the sink. And
Why is there a battery in the intercom in a wired system?
I didn't go that deep.
Right, but I get short of battery. Okay, that's kind of half smart.
Yeah, she was smart, and she was set up to be quite a smart girl at the start of the movie. Nothing crazy, but smart, kooky.
She didn't. But panic. Why not? She didn't just wallow in misery. She tries to get out. Yeah.
Why not put a little bit of a connection between what she does in the boat to what she was doing in another? Maybe show a little bit of another class before going into evil Soneji's class. Maybe she was doing electric circuits or something, or something like that. Just
setting fire to shit. She's a pyromaniac. Yeah, she knows how to blow things up.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Develop it a bit as opposed to just throw it in there.
Just a little, but it is an hour and 44 minutes, and it is a little stretched actually at the end. It goes on for a little bit longer than it should, with all the twists that it does.
Oh, I think you need another twist.
Have this.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's the next sort of chunk?
There was
the dead fisherman. Yeah, so Megan jumps off the boat. I don't want to get into every scene, but I think this is quite an interesting. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it's quite okay shot.
I think this is reasonably good in that it shows Megan the repercussions of her actions. There is unfortunate consequences for her trying to escape, and Mr. Gary, when he nabs her a few minutes later after shooting the fisherman in the face, which was quite a nice
multiple
shot.
Times. Yeah, it was good, well shot scene actually. Fair play to Tamahori for that, but I don't think he got a lot more right with his shot choices.
Yeah, and listen, this bit's important because she loses her top here, comes off her when she's swimming.
I didn't really notice that until.
Yeah, neither did I until the next scene, or a couple of scenes later. But yeah, it's there's a bit of Megan feels a bit of. She seems at this point to feel kind of almost a bit safe around Gary. The whole teacher-student relationship's half still there until she sees him kill somebody.
Yeah, I think she's sort of like shocked to be inwardly sort of.
Part of me was annoyed that she let herself get captured here and didn't keep swimming. But then, actually, I think that's realistic. She just watched somebody get shot in the face. So,
yeah. And she was too far from the shore, and
knackered.
There's a corpse in between her and the shore.
Flotation device. That's what.
Yeah. So he's kind of grabbing her, going,
"Don't be naughty.
Don't be naughty. Say it again. Say it. Repeat after me. I won't do anything again.
That man is dead." It was nice shooting. Well done, Gary. From moving boat. Yeah.
Well, we never really found out what type of ability background he has, so I'm guessing he was like he took shooting practice, whatever. He's
a ninja with IT. He can fool multiple secret services.
That's saying more for the stupidity of the Secret Service people then.
Well, they're not as stupid as you might think.
No. Anyway, what else happens here? Oh yeah, so there's
an annoying scene next.
Okay.
They find the corpse. They're like, "Oh, look, there's a corpse." They don't really make much of it. They just know he's on the bloody river in a boat. They don't make anything of that because that should be the end of it, in my opinion. You cover the river in cops, you've got him.
Yeah, true. Like, how far is he going to get away in a boat?
Yeah, it's been 8 hours. You know how far he can go. You can rule out him still being in that boat on the river by just covering it in cop boats and get on every effing boat. Yeah. They don't do that. Why not? Anyway, the next scene, even more annoying. They found the cathedral top, blah, 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 blah. But as they're driving away from the river, she turns to him and goes, "Why Megan?"
Well, this is sort of, it's a scene
Why
where...
are you only asking this effing question now?
Well, because we know why.
Yeah.
She's acting.
But she's acting, yes.
She's
But
acting.
he is a world-renowned detective.
Yeah,
Maybe
so he's
asked that
still...
question before?
Yeah, he's still positing, he's still sort of ruminating on the theory, unless he's suspicious of Megan at this stage.
Or Jesse.
Spoiler alert, Megan is a double agent.
Jesse.
Oh shit, not Megan. Yeah, Jesse.
Megan's not a double agent.
Megan's an
Unless I
innocent
missed a
child.
massive twist.
Out of a shot at the end, Megan stabs Cross in the neck.
Cuts his throat.
Yeah,
It
and
was
then she
me all
skips.
along. Grabs the diamonds and she says, hey.
Way, Mom, Dad, it worked.
Now, that would have been an awesome twist.
Yeah, that's how you save this movie.
Yeah.
No, but so Cross is positing now. Well, so he's infatuated with Lindbergh. Lindbergh's son was kidnapped, and but so Neji then is sort of trying to make his Lindbergh's son attempt, and he wants to be appreciated and blah blah blah. He wants a bigger fish. Dimitri.
Yes, because nobody knows Megan's dad or mum, so why bother? But Dmitry, the son of the Russian president, that would make some headlines.
Exactly. So they head over to the Russian embassy and they're going, no, you're not getting in here, morons.
Shut off, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't trust
there's a whole
you.
scene now with messages hidden again for some bloody reason in GIFs. Images on a computer being sent between Dmitry and Gary.
Yeah.
Why don't you come outside and make some phone calls or something?
Yeah,
What?
it's sort of, he's but like, who does he think he's talking to? Dmitry.
Yeah, I think he's
Megan?
talking to Megan.
Yeah, it
Because
never really is.
because Gary, the kidnapper lad, he's key swiped her password.
Yeah.
On the magic image message posting board. Or whatever
On some lame technology premise.
Telegram.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, Dmitry sneaks out and Soneji shoots some cops and there's a little stupid slow motion shootout. Jesse stalls a little bit, shooting back.
Oh, I wonder why.
We just thought she was a bit
Incompetent.
amateur, a bit noob.
Yeah, which would have been okay. Fair enough. That's almost understandable. She didn't want to shoot the guy who knew where Megan was being held. And that could be the death of her, obviously.
Yeah, and we get to another sort of chunk of the plot here where it's sort of like Die Hard with a vengeance, really.
Oh, that's what I've written down here. Die Hard with a vengeance, only I don't care.
It's
and there was
boring.
humor. There was so much humor in Die Hard with a Vengeance, but they're legging it around the place solving these puzzles. And there was back and forth between the two main protagonists. This was just him running around, answering phones.
Yeah. So like Soneji asks for... So Soneji actually,
a voice.
He goes to the... We cut back to Soneji and sorry to go through the scene, but he goes back to the boat and Megan's gone. And it's a very short scene and we're left kind of confused. We're like going, okay, it's
pulling his gun as he kicked the door in and then he's like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Oh, get the killer.
Yeah. So at this stage, we're led to believe that Soneji is instead of going, oh shit, I better get us some ransom then. So it's $12 million or something. Is it 10 or 12? He gets caught up with not
it's
knowing.
10.
It's 10, but he says 12. Yeah.
No.
Anyway,
Morgan says 12 to him later on.
To catch him out and
he goes,
Soneji goes,
12.
Yeah, 12, yeah. Yes. So whoever's calling for the ransom basically calls up Morgan Cross, calls up Cross and sends him on a wild goose chase around New York, and he ends up in the metro sweating and a bit tired at this stage, and basically has to throw out the diamonds out of the train, and somebody picks them up as he goes past, and blah blah blah.
He didn't bump into John McClane and Sam Jackson.
Or what do you call them? Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons, yeah, brilliant.
No, it was boring. It was sort of, that did not add anything to this. It was just him going to a bunch of random phone booths, and it didn't add anything to it. Did add a bit of a layer of complexity to the plot about, okay, he wants a ransom now. That's weird. I think at this stage, Alex Cross was like going, right, he's doing it, but I'm saying this is odd. This is not his
It's not in
modus
keeping
operandi.
with his MO, baby.
Yeah. But we don't get an inkling that he doesn't have a facial expression of puzzlement or anything. He just goes along with it.
Yeah, and we're not led to believe that he's questioning it that much. He just runs.
Yeah. Well, they're back at Jesse's house, and Soneji comes knocking. All right.
Hey up, Tazy.
Tases Jesse. She doesn't. This annoyed me. She goes, "Who is it? Police. Hired goons."
Wait till I get the door then.
Yeah, hired goons.
Why not look out the little peephole?
There's a peephole.
The peephole. It's what it's there for. Yeah, big Jesse.
This is Soneji's, played by Michael Wincott, who was in Nope, and he was also in Robin Hood with Morgan Freeman.
I liked him in that. He was not great in this.
No, so this is his pièce de résistance, as him trying to reveal himself as a evil genius. I'm a gift to you. I know everything he said just wasn't hitting for me, because the entire movie up to here is quite lightweight. So his sort of exposing himself as his reasons, or his sort of thinking behind what he did, doesn't really interest me at all.
The whole point
really.
is he's wanted Cross to be really interested in him as an individual and to profile him, blah 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 blah. Yeah, man. It's not a good reason. It's not believable from his portrayal of the character. Maybe it's just poorly written.
Yeah, it is.
He's trying real hard. He is, but
Michael Wincott's trying real hard as well. Like, where's Megan? Where's Megan? Where's Megan? The exposition of like him burning down his parents' house. It all comes very quickly in one scene. It's too little, too late to care about him as a antagonist.
Yeah, that's the annoying bit. If you're going to do a movie about a profiler profiling a case, there has been no profiling. No. Nothing. That's really annoying.
Yeah, because even when they went to his house, it was like, he has a couple of books of mine, and he likes Lindbergh. That's it. It's not enough. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Because that's just following clues. That's not profiling.
No.
Poop, I say. Poop.
Poop to you. Anyway, Jesse comes alive and stabs him in the leg, and then Morgan Freeman Turkish rifles him into the wall.
Yeah. Ouch. Both barrels, baby.
Yeah. Boom. It was like Dave Chappelle as Rick James when he kicks him into the mirror. He like flies 6 feet back into the wall. But Jess, of course, goes, "What have you done, man? We're never going to find Megan."
Yeah. Really, Jess? Really?
Yeah. Senator Rose is not happy, but Morgan Cross is going, "Book is not closed." This whole metaphor of a book not being closed is something that Soneji said at the start of the movie, and it just doesn't make any sense throughout the movie. Really. No, I'm sorry.
It's again, it's supposed to be a device to carry it through from him being dragged into the case to now, and it's flat.
It is flat, and Cross is going, he had no idea about the ransom. He didn't know idea what I was talking about. Something's going on here.
I said 12, and he didn't realize it was 10. Okay.
But that's actually not the worst reveal in like thinking of Cross. The next part, so the next big chunk is the final chunk. And so we cut to the scene where Megan's in a fucking basement, and it's the reveal of the person. It's your man, Ben Devine, who was an asshole in one scene at the start of the movie.
Yep. It's pretty much telegraphed to me. So I copped it. I kind of copped it at the very beginning. Like, this lad, there has to be a bloody reason.
Yeah, why he's such a shit.
Yeah, so we know why. Because they wanted to use him later on in the movie.
Yeah. So now, like, it cuts back to Cross, and then he's going, both Ben Devine and Jess took their time running out of the school at the start. It's them.
Yeah, he cops that. Well, I don't know if he cops that it's both of them, but he definitely gets Devine nailed at this point. Then he goes over to Jesse's
but he goes to
computer,
Jess's house, right? And then
lets himself in.
with a gun drawn. What with a gun drawn though? He's expecting
Yeah.
a fight or whatever. So he knows that Jess is part of it at this stage.
He's onto you, Jesse. So then,
Oh, the fucking password.
Aces,
I hate scenes in
ace, baby.
I hate fucking scenes in movies where a person needs a password and
gets the exact piece of information 2 scenes earlier
from a piece of paper or from a thing that somebody's told them.
It'd be better off if it was on a little post-it. I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah.
The guy who runs the computer is an idiot.
Yeah, or if it's just admin. Let's try that.
That's the first one I try.
Yeah,
it's daft. And he goes through a bunch of files, sees that she bought a house, or she's been looking at a house that's vacant or some such crap. Sees all the surveillance she's done.
But you know what? Yeah, but you know what? Like the thing that comes up at the end of his search and that just leads him to it is just ridiculous. Oh, there's a house being bought by somebody.
Yeah,
that must be where she is.
Yeah, so thankfully he didn't go into her browser history and see all the porn.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah, so back in the house that they bought that Alex has just seen, Jess comes in and then you think she's innocent. We don't know at this stage that Jess is in on it. She comes in and gets him in a headlock, Ben, and then goes, I love you.
You fucker, yeah.
But her acting all evil on the turn of a hat is really sort of portrays her bad acting. She is terrible when she changes. Yeah. She's like, where is she? Why is she not dead yet?
There's no menace. There's no menace.
There's no menace.
You need that for that turning a dime. You need James McAvoy style change.
Yeah.
His face changes. There's nothing here.
No, there's nothing. But then she's like, and then I didn't know that she was going to be the evil one.
No, that did get me, but then
but then you kind of knew she was going to shoot him, though. I kind of called that a few minutes.
So obvious. Yeah.
So he's going, Alex is on to us, and she goes, nope, she's on to you.
To you. Pew pew.
Boom. In the head, boom. So then she goes down to try to kill Megan, and she fires 50 things through a door, then 50 things through a ceiling, and doesn't kill her. She runs out of there, and
Megan gets out the back of the little room she's in by ripping a plank off the wall. Again, Megan acts kind of smart. Well done, Megan.
For the parts that she's given, she's a kind of a cunning, smart girl.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty low key ending. Cross comes.
Paul draws a gun on her, and there's no chance for Jesse. Let's be honest. Guns already
I has to have a one-liner. You're not my partner. No, you're not my partner.
No, I would have preferred mine.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah. I don't like what he says to Megan. I'm a friend of your parents. No, you're not. You're a cop.
Yeah.
And then they're smiling at the end of it. After all she's through and after what he's just done, shooting a woman in the head, they have a little smile at the end and walk out of the barn. It's a slow pan back from the barn as they walk out. It's like the worst pan out I've ever seen in a closing scene. Like the barn is not aesthetically pleasing. It's not cinematic. And they zoom out and it fades to black.
It's a weird camera angle, isn't it?
It's a weird angle, yeah. Weird perspective on the barn.
It's really high up, coming down to them from an angle.
Yeah.
There's no drama with this panning shot. It's
and it's mostly dark, and it's not like there's no cinematic effect to it at all.
God damn it. As we've been talking, the production values that I've scored keeps going down.
I know. I'm looking at mine. Well, listen, look, when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, this is bang average. As I go through it and my hatred rises, I might chuck some things down a little bit.
Yeah, I've marked a few things
Uh,
down, but it's still you can't mark it too low, I don't think, because you get the average feel as
yeah,
a package.
yeah, yeah. So I give plot and acting 2.5 each. I
So,
listen.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's all you need to say. Yeah,
yeah. It's average. Yeah,
yeah.
it's average. There's nothing
Morgan's
like the.
good. She's awful.
She's bad. Yeah.
She's bad. Yeah.
Everybody else is fine. Like Gary Sinedji or Michael Wincott does as best he can. Dylan Baker, who plays Ollie MacArthur, is fine.
I like him in
Uh,
loads of stuff, but
yeah, he's in Revolutionary Road. He's
yeah.
the,
He doesn't get much here to play with.
no, and the actual sort of decision that he would just back down after his first sort of tete-a-tete with Cross. He's just a weak character then.
Yeah,
but he's acted as best he can.
Yep. There's not much you can do.
Yeah. So what, you're doing 2.5 for each of those two?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I found it hard to knock it down too bad on acting. The plot, I kept it at 2.5 instead of going to 2 because the extra twist did get me. I have to give it something for that.
Yeah.
So 2.5 makes sense. If I guessed she was a naughty girl at the start, 2.
Yeah. I read that the book is nothing like the movie.
Really?
Yeah. Soundtrack I gave 2. It's by Jerry Goldsmith, who's done a lot of the Star Trek movies.
I've got 2 as well, but just it's, you know what? At one point, especially in the end credits, it sounded to me like the end credits of Predator, and I'm like, what's happening here? This is the wrong genre. No, it's not a military sci-fi thing. No.
There's a couple of weird choices of the tone of music throughout.
Yeah.
Like it starts off quite sort of 7-y in a little sort of, not as industrial, but still sort of trying to get to that point, but just doesn't do it.
No, 7 nails it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nails it on the vibes, on the tunes.
Production I'm giving 2 as well.
No, I had it at 2.25 before we started talking. Then it went to 2, and now it's at 1.75. There was a bunch of things that wrecked my head in the production of this.
Yeah.
I can't give it more than what I'm giving it. 1.75, all it deserves.
There's a lot of bad choices. And actually, it might make a lot of sense when the guy that was in charge of cinematography, who did obviously that last shot decision, Matthew F. Leonalty, he actually was part of some sort of cinema element of movie 43.
What an a-hole.
For bringing us that. One of our earliest episodes, if you all want to go back and listen to movie 43. Yeah. It's a very, very bad movie. It's probably the worst movie in cinema history.
Better off listening to us talk about it so you don't have to bloody watch it.
True. Production too. There's a lot of bad choices throughout the movie with regards production, and all of them not the best. No.
It's just the prosthetics, dear God. From the very get-go, it ruined the movie.
Close up on mouse clicking. Zooming in on a security web camera. I can't even zoom in on my webcam now. It's 1080p. If I had a prescription bottle of medicine like only 2 feet behind me,
the address is on it.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous and makes the audience feel like fools.
And 2001, you could pan the camera. Very impressive for the time.
I was thinking, what's the big deal here? There was webcams like that in late 1990s. So why did we need an explanation? Oh, press those arrows. You can move it.
And then it goes really close.
Even zooming into the pictures half a mile away on the
big fanciness
of
that scene was supposed to be that they read the label in a mirror.
We got him. Yeah, no, we can't see the prescription. Oh, there's a mirror. Shut up.
Damn.
Rarely do they get anything right with computer stuff in Hollywood movies.
Yeah, sometimes they do, but this is just so annoying.
Yeah, it's weak, and that obviously, and as well, I think just the weak development of Alex Cross deciphering anything in this movie is a bad decision.
Alex Cross is supposed to be a master profiler. He spends zero time profiling in the movie.
Yeah. I want smartness. I need deductions made and not just, oh, Ben Devine ran really slowly out to catch the car.
That's not profiling. That's, again, following clues. Damn you, movie, you're stupid.
Yeah. Robert Wolonsky in the New Times LA agrees with you. He gave a 10 out of 100. All he says is deadly dull thriller.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. There's a lot of like very quick reviews here. 25 from the San Francisco Chronicle. Wesley Morris says relentlessly bland.
Yeah.
Lawrence Topman in the Charlotte Observer gave 38. He says it's blah, worse than blah actually, because it's so stupid.
I'll be honest though, just to interject here. While it annoyed me in many places, it didn't feel overly long.
No, it's stretched near the end, I think.
Near the end, yeah.
A little bit.
The pacing was actually correct for the most part. It's just what was being paced wasn't great.
Yeah. Michael O'Sullivan in the Washington Post gave it 80 out of 100.
Yes.
He said Freeman fills Cross's gumshoes with distinction.
No.
Barry Johnson in the Portland Oregonian said, he gave it 75. He said, the perfect thriller, nothing too gross to creep you out. Why would you think there's grossness in it?
He's a profiler. God damn it.
Yeah.
Profile!
Anyway, let's shoot the fisherman
in the face
to finish this episode.
Absolutely. Throw the battery on the cooker of disappointment.
Well, let's roll the dice then for the next random movie. And next episode 88, will be movie number 10,178.
10,000. Okay.
You okay with that?
I can live with that.
Yeah.
What is
it, yes, you're fine because random movie 10,178 is 1997's Con Air.
Put the bunny back in the box. I love this movie. It's crap. It's rubbish, and I love it. It's proper Nick Cage. It
is proper Nick Cage.
Got a
It's got everybody. It's Metascore of 52 only and a user score of 6.8. A prison parolee, Nicolas Cage, on his way to freedom, faces impossible odds when the maximum security transport plane he's on is skyjacked by the most vicious criminals in the country.
Such a shit movie.
So, list all these. Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich, Colm Meaney.
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot.
Ving Rhames, Dave Chappelle, Steve Buscemi, Dan Trejo. Monica Potter from this movie is in it. What the hell?
Right. She's his wife in it.
There you go.
What a connection. Crazy. Bloody hell.
I don't think we've ever had that before, right? One episode after another with the same
actor to actor. No, I don't think we have.
Yay. That's cool. Yay, the universe.
It's Con Air. Con Air fixed this movie connection and I'm actually going to enjoy this one.
Well, it runs for 1 hour and 55, so it's about 10 minutes longer than Along Came a Spider. Directed by Simon West, who hasn't really directed. He's directed Expendables 2. He just directed Lara Croft Tomb Raider 2001's one. I remember that. That was bad.
That's the one with what's her face? Lara Croft.
That's right. Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
That was so bad.
It was really
the recent
bad.
Lara Croft movie wasn't actually terrible, but that one was shocking.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it. His best rating in Metacritic is only as a producer in Black Hawk Down, so we can't take full credit for that, but pretty decent movie. His best directed one is Con Air at 52. Actually, it's in same Metascore as Skyfire, which I have never heard of.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
It's got 52.
Yeah.
Wow. I suppose it is a terrible movie. If you look at the construction of it.
It's been like probably 20 years since I've watched it, so we'll see how it's held up.
Just for the camp value, I think it's going to be awesome. It's just stupid.
A good old 2000 and early 2000s. Oh no, sorry, 1997. What am I saying? 1997 movie. Good old mid to late 90s action movie. You can't get better than that.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but...
You can get a lot better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, it'll be good. All right, so join us in episode 88 for Con Air. If you haven't liked or shared our podcast to all your friends and family, do so at the next family reunion, and they will all think you're cool.
Or hate you,
And-
one or the other.
One or the other. Take the gamble. All right, we'll see you in episode 88. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.